It's time to get ready for the draft. It's our draft prep with Bucky Brooks. Bucky, we have to talk about one of the prospects here, Andrus Peat, the offensive tackle from Stanford. What do you like about him?
You know, he's a very solid player, like probably the purest left tackle in the draft. When you look at him, he's a guy that has nice feet, outstanding technique, does a great job playing well against elite competition. And even though you can pick apart some of his tape where he hasn't played well against lesser competitors, this is a guy last year against Anthony Barr, dominated when he played the top talents. This year, I think if you plug him in at left tackle, he's going to be solid for you. He's not going to give up a lot of sacks. More importantly, he's going to give you a little push on the run game, and he can anchor versus power. When I'm looking at left tackles, I want guys that have that capacity. He's a solid overall performer.
So he has all of that, but he also doesn't fit the traditional mold of an offensive tackle.
No, he doesn't fit the mold because when you look at his body type, he's built a little different. Real big lower body, fleshy down at the bottom. Also is not necessarily a gritty or a nasty competitor. You're used to seeing a guy with a different temperament, but because of that, it's hard to get excited about him. But when I watch the tape, he plays well, he competes hard, he does a great job of doing his assignment. He's just more of a position blocker than a mauler on the edge.
That build that you say that he has, can that affect his game at all?
It just looks different. You're not used to seeing guys like that. When you look at his lower body, big old booty, thick thighs, fat calves, he's just built differently. And so because of that, it's hard to get excited about him. But when you watch him perform, he does a great job of winning his matchups, and that's all you want at the end of the day.
Okay, how about a pro comparison, somebody who's in the NFL right now?
I'm going to go with DeBrickashaw Ferguson from the New York Jets. And the reason I'm going to pick DeBrickashaw Ferguson, he's not necessarily a nasty guy, but he's a guy that plays as a position blocker on the edge. Carries out his assignment, has been very steady and dependable throughout his career. You're talking about a guy that has started every game since he entered the league. If you can get that kind of performance from Andrus Peat, I believe you're excited about it. I believe they play the game in similar fashions. So because of that, offensive line coaches will favor him because he's a guy that you know what you're getting at the end of the day, and that's all you want when you're evaluating the position.
Okay, well, we have much more on Peat and all the prospects up right now. You can check it out at NFL.com/collegefootball.